Hello, and welcome back to the Efficient Skillet. My name is Willie, and I hope that you're doing extremely well out there. I know that I am. You scream, I scream, we all scream for ice cream. We're in the middle of summer now, and I think right now would be a great time to show you how to easily make homemade, sweet, delicious ice cream however you like it. Okay, so when it comes to making creamy, delicious ice cream, you see these commercials on TV where they have their secret process, and no, there's really no big secret to it if you really understand what's going on. And when they make this ice cream, they do it, it's what's called a creamery. And the reason they call it a creamery is because the foundation of ice cream is cream. In this case, heavy whipping cream, which you can get at Walmart or H-E-B right here in Livingston. I obviously got this at H-E-B. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this whole quart of heavy whipping cream, we're gonna pour it into a bowl. Now, one of the cool things about this is for those of you who were my age, you remember whenever we were kids and we'd have a big family get together and you'd have to go buy rock salt and this hand crank thing, and our dad and uncle would take turns cranking the ice cream homemade maker by hand and all that for hours and endless hours, and pouring in rock salt on the ice and all that. You don't have to do that. That was a cool deal, and that homemade ice cream was really good back then. But what I'm gonna show y'all here is how you really make real deal creamy ice cream. So we're gonna put that whole quart in there. And the first thing we're gonna do is take our beaters. Now I have a really nice commercial grade mixer that belongs to Angel, and I'd probably get in trouble if I use it. So, and most of y'all probably don't have that. So, but most of you probably have these handheld ones. So we're gonna do that. And it's real easy. All you do is mix this, and as you mix it, it'll get thicker and thicker. Now look how thick that is. I whipped that with just these beaters. I didn't add anything to it. You don't put Jello in it or anything like that. Heavy whipping cream, you whip it until it gets thick like this. I mean, I can probably turn it upside down and it won't fall out, it's so thick. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take some 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, and we're just gonna pour it right into our whipping cream here. Use a rubber spatula to get it all out of there, because this stuff is so rich and so good. It'd be a shame to waste any at all. Dump it in there and then just start mixing it. I like to use this rubber spatula. It works real good for this. I've made this ice cream several times. My wife, Angel, just loves it. I made some for my daughter, Precious Angel. She just loves it. So, anyway, mix it in nicely, the sweetened condensed milk. Now we mix that in fairly good. Now, when it comes to this ice cream, what I've just mixed in right there would be enough to where you got standard sweetness in your ice cream. That would be standard. Now, if you want to take it over the top a little bit, like that Ben & Jerry's ice cream and this Bluebell and some of those, what makes those ice creams so delicious and rich is lots of, let's face it folks, lots of sugar. So with that can of sweetened condensed milk, we're gonna take this over the top like those fancy ones, and we're gonna also add a cup of sugar to this. And we mix it in. All right, once you get all your sugar mixed in and your sweetened condensed milk and all that, at this point, if you wanted to, you can put vanilla in here to give it a little more vanilla flavor. You can put, if you wanted to put granola in, crunch up granola bars and put it in there. If you wanted to not put sugar and sweetened condensed milk, if you wanted to stay away from the sugar, you could use Splenda to sweeten it, okay? What I'm going to put in it is I'm gonna take Oreo cookies. And I've taken the Oreo cookies, and it's however much you choose to do. I've put them in this bag right here. This is a pretty tough Ziploc bag I got at HEB. And what I'm gonna do is put them in this bag, and then I'm gonna take this rolling pin, and just kind of break them up a little bit. Now make sure you use good durable Ziploc bags. Even this one is durable and it broke a little bit right there. That's okay. You just don't want to get cookies all over the place. I think that's broken up pretty good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this Ziploc bag full of broken up Oreos. They're like me, they're just all broken up. We're gonna dump them into our ice cream mixture here. Oreos, America's favorite cookie. I'll tell you, if there's one thing that's some classic American, it's Oreo cookies. When I was a kid, when I was a teenager, man, I could just take a glass of milk and just keep dunking these things. Next thing you know, I've probably eaten the whole pack. Seriously, not kidding. Anyway, take the Oreo cookies, and as you can see where we're going with this, we're just gonna mix it all in. Put as much as you like or as little as you like. That's the cool thing about this ice cream. You can make it to your standards. So this right here is obviously gonna be like, I guess you could say cookies and cream, since it has Oreo cookies crunched up all into it and everything. And I got it loaded pretty good. I've got it we got a can of sweetened condensed milk, or Eagle brand milk. We've got a cup of sugar, and now we got almost a full pack of Oreo cookies. All right, so our ice cream is basically made now. The last step of this now, it needs to be frozen. So what I'm gonna do is take whatever you like to put stuff in. These, in my opinion, they should be airtight. I've got these Rubbermaid storage containers. And this is as big as I got. I really need one bigger for this, but I'll put it in several of them. So what you're gonna do is just take this ice cream, and you're gonna take a large spoon and just spoon it into the storage container until you fill it up. Boy, those things got a lot of cookies in them. You can put lemon shortbread cookies in them. You can put whatever fruit, if you wanna put strawberries or bananas in your ice cream, you can do that. All right, so we got that pretty much filled. I'm just gonna tap it a little bit on the counter to pack it down in there. I'm gonna put the lid on it. It's all nice and airtight, and then I'm gonna fill another one. Once you get your ice cream put in your containers, put it in the freezer. Now your ice cream needs to freeze for a minimum of 8 hours. Overnight's great, or however long you can leave it in there for 3 weeks, whatever, as long as you want, because it's frozen. But you want it to freeze for 8 hours at least. So here we go. I left the ice cream in the freezer overnight. This is the Oreo cookies. Cooking cookies and cream, whatever you want to call it. And there you go, folks. Real authentic, real deal ice cream. Now, like I was alluding to earlier, you can put whatever you want to in these ice cream. You know, I've taken cake before and crumbled it up in big chunks and mixed it in there. But this one has the Oreo cookies. It's got Eagle brand milk, the sweetened condensed milk or whatever. It's got put a cup of sugar in it. So let's scoop this stuff out and see what we got here. Oh man, it is hard. Just like when you buy it at the store and you first get it home. Man, this stuff's hard. It's just like whenever you first buy it at the store and you get home with it. It's frozen hard, man. But there you go. This is real deal ice cream. This is the same thing. There's no big secret. They want you to think there's a big secret so you won't be doing this all the time. Because once you learn how to do this, and you can make this stuff as sweet as you want. You can make it, you can put, I put in a cup of sugar, I put in some Eagle brand milk. You can put 2 cups of sugar in it. You might want to stir some dulce de leche into it. You might want to put Nutella in it. And then after you do all this, you might want to, once you scoop it in the bowl, you might want to squirt Hershey's chocolate syrup all over it. But here you go, the real deal ice cream mobile. If that makes any sense, which it probably doesn't. Hope my wife doesn't watch this. She gets mad when I get silly. Oh man. Man. Oreo cookies. Creamy. This ice cream, it's probably some of the creamiest, and I'm not kidding you, some of the absolute creamiest ice cream you'll ever eat. You put that sweetened condensed milk in there, and sugar, Oreo cookies and all that, and then you leave it in that freezer overnight. And man, this stuff, I could probably, I'm giving away all my secrets about this ice cream, but if I kept it all a secret, I could be a local ice cream guy and probably start marketing it at some of these grocery stores and make money off of it. But we don't do that here. We're about doing good cooking and reporting the news. But this is really good. And remember, you can put in it whatever you want to. If you want to put Snickers bars cut up and dropped in there, you can do it. If you want to put cookies like I did, if you want to put cake in it, if you want to cut back on the sugar and instead use Splenda, you can do that. It's all up to you. So anyway, we hope you like it. We hope you try it. And if you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button. And you can email us, efficientskillet@gmail.com. Make America great again.